Put a lot of time into finding the best candidates for new nominations to the board. We want to thank the people that are going off the board for their service, and we'll see them back in the future. They can still stay on committees. The new members of the board, I want you to know, in many ways, you will be our new troublemakers, and that's what we just love it. And the board, this is the most active board that I've ever seen in terms of everybody contributing.
We would like to welcome the following individuals to the board of directors.
Aaron Carlin joining us, and Aaron is with Mindful Creative, so we're really looking for a lot of creative ideas from Aaron. Ted Cimarata, Ted, community activist, psychotherapist, leader in our community. We're really looking forward to Ted's contributions on behalf of building a community where everybody belongs. Carol Davis, who was the treasurer of, or the secretary of the H.J. Heinz Corporation, and then a member of the board of the FISA Foundation will be joining us. And Paul Friend, who is really, we're looking so forward to Paul's helping our organization be more sensitive to mental health issues and ways that we can become better advocates there. Bill Goyette, who was previously on our board, did a stint with SCU, is coming back on. Bill is an attorney here in town. He chairs the Albie Oxenrider Classic. Mike Lewandowski joining us from the Wagner Agency. Mike, one of our young, new, energetic members. We're so excited about Mike coming aboard. Paul O'Hanlon, who wasn't able to be with us this evening, disability rights attorney, will be coming back on the board. Margie O'Leary with UPMC. Margie's with us this evening. Margie's a specialist in MS issues and health care issues, and so we're so excited about Margie. Mariah Passarelli, who's a human rights or human resources attorney for Buchanan Ingersoll, will be coming, helping us shore up our personnel committee and personnel work. And of course, Jim Spruill, who's a software and IT specialist, will be coming in and really helping us with our technology activity. So on behalf of our staff, I want to welcome our new board members. We look forward to working so closely with you as we work to build a community where each belongs. All of these folks come with great skill and interest and ability in guiding class as we move forward. So I want to thank the nominations committee for all the hard work in vetting these candidates, and then obviously these candidates who are now board members. Welcome to the agency. This award was named in honor of Mr. Eugene Cohen and Mr. Frank Bolden. Almost founding members of the board. Mr. Bolden was one of the, really one of the leaders in civil rights issues. In fact, Mr. Bolden interviewed Gandhi. As a war correspondent, he had an opportunity to meet Gandhi. He interviewed Martin Luther King. Just a phenomenal, phenomenal man. And in the spirit of those two leaders, we are celebrating this year, in our 10th year, one of our board members.
This year is Eugene Cohen, and Frank's Bolden's Award. Service Award goes to Katie Everett Johnson. Katie, can you come up? Can you come up? Yeah.
There's a bio on Katie Everett Johnson in your program, but this woman's legendary in our community, and as a leader, as a mentor for so many people. And this is long overdue, this award. Katie?
I have been around a long time, I was on the board when we were down at on Smithfield Street. In fact, I was on the board when we voted to buy the fantastic plastic building and renovate it.
Yeah.
Yes. So I've been around a little while. So it's nice to join you again, and I hope God will help me again to serve this agency. It's a wonderful place to do whatever you can for the good of mankind. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Katie.
Thank you.
We're just so blessed to have so many important people being a part of what we're all trying to do in building a community where each belongs. We're celebrating 25 years this year. The disability community and human rights advocates are celebrating 25 years of the passage of the Americans with Disabilities Act. And the ADA really serves as the civil rights bill for people with disabilities. And we're really fortunate to have Judy Barricella, who was just the recently retired ADA coordinator for the city of Pittsburgh, among many, or for the county, for Allegheny County, among many of her incredible contributions to our community. Judy was really kind enough to offer to share some thoughts on the passage of the ADA and on advocacy in general. So, Judy Barricella, please come on up.
Well, I'm glad to be here. As I was preparing this talk, I was surprised to discover how far we've come. Before we had the ADA, and I was just talking to one of your new board members about how when I was at Pitt, I had to, if I went to the School of Public Health for a class, I had to go in the garbage entrance because there was no other way to get in. Those are the kinds of things that people coming up today don't know about because they don't have to experience it, and it's a wonderful thing. But next month marks that 25th anniversary of the signing of the Americans with Disabilities Act. It's the greatest piece of civil rights legislation focused on people with disabilities. The day President Bush signed the bill, I was sitting on the White House lawn with hundreds of other people watching history. It was amazing. Well, the first amazing thing was the Secret Service, but then we got in. So that was okay. We knew that this was a monumental time, but I don't think we even knew the larger impact the ADA would have. The way that many, many things would change besides curb cuts, because a lot of people think, oh, well, now you have curb cuts. In my view, this legislation helped to give voice to people with disabilities. We don't have to be afraid to ask for an accommodation or timid about taking a stand. What are our rights? Because we have the law behind us. Now, we still have people who don't understand that, but we don't have to be timid about that. And we can ask and be bold. That day in July might have been the first time that I felt part of a greater community. We must remember the immense passion and dedication of the activists whose ADA victory was hard-won. We must never take for granted the progress society has made in the past 25 years. And in the next 25 years, the disability community and our non-disabled allies alike must continue to work to honor the legacy of generations before us. By continuing to roll forward the wheels of progress and change, we have to keep fighting. The work is not over. I want to tell you that you know that our friend Lucy Sproul passed away. And at the funeral home, we were talking about Lucy and her spirit and her advocacy. And one story that people talked about was that Lucy was, I couldn't remember the exact place, but she was somewhere, and the people at this venue told her she would have to move, that she was in the way. And Lucy said, "I'll see you in hell before I move." That's the kind of thing that we have to stand up for. That's the kind of stuff that Lucy stood for. I want to leave you with this quote from Dr. Martin Luther King. "Our lives begin to end when we are silent about things that matter. This matters." Thank you very much.
On behalf of all of us at class, we want you to know how important you are to us and how much we appreciate you coming, sharing your personal and your vision of where we need to go. So please accept this on.
Thank you, Al. Thank you very much.
Oh, Judy, you're so inspiring. Glad it wasn't.
Wow, very, very powerful, Judy. Thank you, as always. And I'd like to just now pass it off to our board president, Alan Mandel, who will have some state of the agency mention, and then we'll adjourn our meeting. So, Alan?
Thank you, Al. Can you hear me okay? Thank you, Al. I promised to get us out of here by 6. That's my main goal. You're all my heroes, everyone in this room, because you're dedicated your life to making life better for people with disabilities. And it seems to me that Judy and Lucy and everyone in the early days are the ones who inspired Al's life work in inclusion and social capital. Our development committee's done a great job of raising funds from all kinds of donors, sponsors, and supporters. And we're moving into some new areas, getting some of the pharmaceutical companies to be donors. And by the way, before you leave, we are starting a program where people can buy leaves for a donor tree. And we would love everyone to pick up a brochure before you leave and to please think about donating and buying a leaf for the donor tree. The technology committee has done a brilliant job of keeping us up with the latest technology and at a very cost-effective price. We're also going to be adding some technology to help track the way we care for our clients, and we do appreciate that. QSPC has been amazing, and the nominations committee did a great job. Marketing and strategic planning have been amazing. Who did I leave out, Al? Just about. Just
covered them all.
Now, in the state of the agency, just quickly, we've got a balanced budget. That is a big thing, and we appreciate everything the employees have done there was a pay freeze on, and still is, but we've helped a bit recently, but we do have a balanced budget. That is fantastic. We have our innovative skill building and transition program. The art show that we had a month earlier in the month, or a month ago, was completely amazing. We provide direct or indirect support to about 650 people living with disabilities annually. And I might be wrong with this number. I'm taking it out of the annual report, but I think it's correct. This translates to over 550,000 hours of service to clients every year. That's a lot of hours, a lot of dedication. And we're making sure people can live in their own homes or wherever they want to live, and not only in facilities. We have an in-home exercise services program that started with the MS Service Society, and it's making a difference for about 70 people in the in MS and other communities. We have 10 area support groups. They're very active. Residential services we provide to about 60 people with cognitive and physical disabilities. Our in-home attendant care service is provided to about 300 individuals around Allegheny County. Community partner services that link folks with disabilities to community resources. We have a Class Kids program for children and families. And I mentioned our 300 dedicated staff, and I have to say we have these 40 very talented and very eclectic volunteer board members. So I want to thank you all for everything you do. The agency's very healthy. We need your help. And I personally appreciate every single thing each of you do every single day. Thank you.